As a holistic breeder, I get a ton of questions about how my practices actually differ from a mainstream breeder, so I wanted to make a quick video to talk about that. One of the biggest misconceptions is that the only difference is that I don't do shots, and so we are going to address that in this video as well. As a holistic breeder, I actually take the whole animal, the historical lifestyle, and our modern lifestyle into account when making my breeding decisions. So the first most important decision was to choose breeds that can not only naturally breed, but they can naturally give birth and naturally nurse their puppies or kittens. Certain breeds are going to actually require the use of AI or C-sections in a large amount, and so those breeds would automatically be out for me. Vaginal birth and nursing the puppies or kittens is super important because that's going to set them up for a lifelong microbiome and for their immune system boost when they're born. That's something that formula feeding and C-section are not going to be able to mimic correctly. So once our puppies and kittens are naturally born, they're nursing on mom, the next big difference that somebody would notice is that I don't actually deworm my puppies and kittens on a schedule of like 2, 4, 6, 8 weeks like a mainstream breeder. Instead, I just take care that our pets don't go visiting, they don't have fleas, I clean up my yard, and I fecal test all my puppies and kittens at week 7, which typically they always have a negative fecal test, meaning that any dewormer given would have had risks and microbiome disruption without any actual benefit because they never had parasites in the first place. The third thing that I do that most breeders don't actually do is I take my puppies and kittens for a full exam from a veterinarian. They get checked over, they discover if the puppies or kittens have any abnormalities or issues, and we always make our pet homes aware of any findings that are pertinent on the exam. What we do not do at that exam is give puppy first or kitten first shots, and there are actually 2 reasons for this. So the first reason being that those shots, when repeated multiple times in many doses, can lead to issues like skin issues, allergies to foods, and different things that could affect the puppy or kitten for their entire life. I feel that it is best for their new owners to decide which shots and how many they want to give with their own veterinarian. The second reason that I don't give them is because puppy first and kitten first shots are actually live virus vaccines, meaning they will shed into the environment and could put other puppies and kittens at risk. When the puppy or kitten goes home and it's just one puppy or kitten by itself, and the new owner has decided to do whatever shots they want and they're picking up the poo and keeping them nice and clean, that's not going to be as great of a risk. The next thing that I do differently is that I potty box train all of my puppies so that those puppies are able to potty box inside until their new homes decide which shots with their veterinarians that they think that they need, and they make their own informed decision that they personally are comfortable with. The next thing I do is I feed a high quality diet that is rich in raw foods. Currently I'm doing a commercial raw diet for my puppies, but unlike some breeders who are even more to the natural side, I actually do incorporate kibble because I realize that not everybody is going to be able to fully feed raw moving forward. The next thing that I do not ship my pets. I don't like to use a third-party delivery system. I want to hand that puppy or kitten to its new owner. I also don't like my puppies or kittens to have to travel a great distance because that would actually put stress on their system, which is, again, not healthy for them. So this goes hand in hand with the next thing that I do is I actually do not give my puppies or kittens a bath right before they leave because that's going to confuse them. They're going to be smelling smells that are so unfamiliar. They're not even going to recognize themselves. So to take away that layer of stress, I do not bathe them right before they leave. They come smelling just like their mom and their siblings. I also give my puppies and kittens some toys around week 6 or 7, and now something that I've started to do is send one of the used toys home with them because it's going to smell familiar like home, like their siblings and like their mama. And the last thing that I do is I give information from sources that I like, books that I like, YouTube videos, and I like to empower my homes to know that the decisions are theirs that they make regarding their pet's health, whether it's food, whether it's veterinary care, whether it's prophylactic interventions. And I'm here to share information and give the puppies or kittens a good, healthy start, but I'm not here to make the decisions for them and want them to do so based on their own lifestyle and their own reading and their own intuition. So that is an overview of some of my holistic breeding practices. I hope you liked this video. If you're interested in a holistically raised Shih Tzu puppy or Persian kitten, please feel free to reach out to me. If you have any other questions, please drop them in the comments below or send me a DM.